can't figure it. It's like I don't know. It's like knowing that you're a like it's like knowing that you're a hostage. It's like knowing that somebody's like it's knowing that so it's this like yeah. It's like this I know I get jolted. I know that somebody's jolting me because I never got those jolts before. They match up with certain phrases and or images or thoughts. So that aspect that somebody's viewing your mind and or playing sort of like treating you like a lab rat or like a mouse or something or like you don't know when somebody's going to shock you or you don't know when somebody's going to jolt you or you don't know when someone's going to try to talk to you through your mind or you don't know when someone's going to sort of try to tell you something or with the left like there's so many and if I try to describe it it just sounds like fucking insane but it's like Truman finding out he's Truman, you know, but there not being an escape besides like ending one's, you know. So I just it's like that aspect of knowing that somebody's viewing your mind, are they going to jolt me now? Are they not going to jolt me now? Are they going to do something to me? Are they going to do this to me? What's going to happen when they walk through the door? Are they going to do this? Are they going to do that? It's very much like a hostage situation. Like I am like a literal hostage. And so my brain just like goes and goes and goes and goes and goes, you know? And maybe I'm just worrying. But at the same time, I'm watching every single thought and then like I'm doing the white bear thing where I'm like, oh, don't think this, but think this. Don't think this, but they think this. Don't think this. This is how in my mind, this is how it's like. Think this, don't think this. What was that thing about? What was this? Don't think this. What was this thing about? What? Don't think this. What was this? Think that. Don't think this. Think this. Don't do this. Think this. Don't do this. Don't do. What was I talking about? Oh, this thing, and then they think, oh, don't have that opinion. Don't have this emotion. Don't have this emotion. Don't be angry. Don't have disdain. Try not to have disdain. This is like. And then meanwhile, somebody's watching you do this and or jolting you. And it's like it's like they're watching me go mad. And then also, I don't know, it's something very sick. Like it's something very sickly. Like it's something very, very, like it, I don't want to go into the anger aspect of it and start, because when I start thinking about this, then it starts to piss me the fuck off that somebody would actually, willingly do this and or be a part of such a thing. But it's like man, it just pisses me off. It's like, who the fuck is jolting me? And like, what the fuck's your fucking problem? You know what I mean? Like I just can't help but say something like this. If somebody's reading my mind, if somebody's jolting me, stop jolting me, stop reading my mind, please. And I hate how this sounds like some sort of like paranoid schizophrenic, but it's like I've never had symptoms of schizophrenia. You know? It's like show up or shut up. Get the fuck out of my head. Stop fucking like I feel like a fucking Optimus robot or something. You know what I mean? And I just got jolted on the fucking right, like the right foot when I said that. So then fuck that. I don't want to go to court. I don't want to do this shit. Just like, what is there like? Am I either in a simulation that makes me think I'm in a Optimus, some sort of Optimus robot or something, or am I like? it's like a... It's like, it's similar to like... It's like, so I know, like, all right, so I'll take a nap and I'll sort of calm the mind. But as soon as I wake up, I know that it's the same fucking thing where it goes, same fucking this, and this over here, and this and over there. Look at this, look at that, don't look at this, look at this, don't look at this. Like, I'm just so fucking tired of having somebody in my mind. It feels like there's somebody fucking watching me and corralling me and trying to talk to me, and all the fucking time in my head. It's like, fuck right off, please. I just want my privacy back. I want my fucking brain back. I want privacy in my fucking brain. What sick fucker does this? What sick human being? What Adolf Hitler, sick human eugenic fucking zombie Frankenstein person fucking does such a fucking thing like this? Fuck that person. If I knew who you were, I'd tell it to you. Like, how does that person even sleep at night? Do they sleep? Do they not sleep? If this is an actual person that is doing this, why don't they just, if I do have something, why don't they just turn it off? It's not as if like somebody's like bullying me or something and they're right behind me or in front of me or to the sides of me and I can say, boom, you know? They're like, it's like they're fucking like invisible and they're fucking with me, you know what I mean? And I don't mean in the sense of like, I hear voices and I think that there are entities that are messing with me. You know, I don't mean it like this. It's hard to make it sound fucking like sane, you know what I mean? I don't believe in boogeymen. I don't believe in no fucking spirit. I don't believe in that shit. That person, if there is somebody who has done this to me, that person's priority should be to telling me in physical form, not in no jolt, not in no subversive letter or subversive, chain of events or anything like this. That should be that person's. But I guess if you're a hostage, then does the captor really care about the hostage? No, not really. But as a moral argument, that person, they should be like, I'm gonna go grab him and then, like, physically torture me if you want. Physically do it. Just like stay out of the fucking head. It's like somebody playing a tape on loop in your fucking mind. And this has never happened to me. I used to not be like this. This used to never happen. So how do I compel that person, whoever's doing this, to just leave me be and just to get out of my head? How do I compel that person to do that? And then why has somebody done such a thing if they have? Is this like a joke to people? Like, do people think this is like sarcasm? Do people think this is like I'm like pulling a prank or something? Like, are we so detached from each other that we just don't give a fuck? Like what's going on? You know what I mean? Like, can people, it's not incriminating to come over here and tell me this. And if this person, whoever's done such a thing, it is their responsibility to convey this. I keep saying they just have to be straightforward and do it, and then tell it to me, and then then I'm like, okay. I feel like they would rather convince me that I'm like taking one for the team at this point. It's like, what fucking team? What team are you on? What side are you on? Because it's not the side of the future that I'm thinking about. So maybe that person does go to prison or whatever it is. I don't fucking know. Or they can just run away somewhere, or I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Who decided to do such a thing? If it's the government, then it should be fairly easy for them to swing by and go, all right, fucking hood over the head, get in the car, and then fucking, and then I stay in some sort of place or something. I don't know. If it's not the government, then it's a human being. Then it's just as much as so, then you pick up the motherfucker, you pick up the person, and then you deniability, or whatever the damn thing is called. Deny it all. You're denying it now, so you might as well then keep denying it. But I'm basically saying, please care about your hostage. And it's just not a reality. And then if it can't be turned off, then how the fuck can it not be turned off? I think we should hold them responsible. If you're going to hold me responsible, hold them responsible. If somebody has done such a thing where they've made a device where you can't turn something off, and you've implanted it in this, you're basically torturing that fucking person. How does that go unchecked? How does that go? And that's not a pun either. Like how does that like actually literally go under the radar? How are we like, oh, that's cool, it's whatever. Again, I know I die. I know that I pass. But, so then, whoever this person is, if this is a real person, then you shall view this person as not an ethical, moral human being. That's the deal. Is that fair? So everybody's opinion should shift to that this person is an unmoral, unethical human being. If I'm going to live like this. That seems like a fair thing. Because who would do that? I'm not a fucking experiment. People, human beings and their brains are not experiments. We're not lab rats. If somebody got, maybe somebody got fucking bored and they're like, you know what, I'm going to implant this guy and then I'm going to see I'm not your fucking project, man. I'm a fucking human being. To any entity, simulation, real, non-real, if you're reading my brain, just if you can, just stop reading my fucking brain.